Gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel again. I'm just out on the gonna get off actually, not in gear yet. Let's jump off and show you around. On the new M1000XR back here at Sycamore, BMW. So you can see. This is the M version of the bike. It's got all of the carbon bits and pieces on it. Akapovich exhaust, all the bells and whistles on this one. Special brakes, lots of riding modes, and a beautiful paint pack. The detail, I'll go through a bit more on the back walk around, but for now, just want to say a big thanks to Sycamore BMW here in Whittam, and we're going to get out there and get on this bike and see what she's all about. And when you first get on the bike, it is very tall. I have to really swing my leg over. The side stand is light as anything. As I tap her into first gear, and away we go, I can tell you that the perched position is quite comfortable. The seat's quite plush. The brakes are very sharp. Don't know how many miles this bike's got on it. Not many, I suppose. 1139. And you've got these bar mirrors, which is quite nice. All of the switchgear is very similar, very familiar to the BMW. We've got this little pouch here, which I've got the key in currently, which is very handy. And we're going to go this way. Oh, the quick shifter is really good. I mean, even at low speeds there, just putting the quick shifter up, it's very smooth. I mean, literally like touching it. That is superbike smooth. I mean, I suppose you would expect that. This bike, the base version without all of the race pack on, is about 22k. This bike has got the race pack on, and that brings it up to just shy of 29,000. So it's insanely expensive. I'm not quite sure who's going to be buying this bike, but so far so good, guys. It's a lovely looking bike. Obviously you've got keyless ride, you've got heated grips, you've got semi-active front suspension. You've actually got a manual adjustment on the back suspension. We've got this screen, which we'll have a look at, but it's it's a sports screen, it's not going to do much. For tall riders, the mid-range screen, that's annoying because it will then buffet my head, so I'll leave it low, but I'll demonstrate that later. You know, the low screen's fine, my naked bike is fine, my R1250R, it's not an issue at all, but that mid-range screen, it really causes problems for slightly taller riders. It'll either be my chest or my head, which is not really particularly useful. Here's all buttons. I've done no research on this bike so far, okay, at all. I've watched a couple of videos, so this is going to be a jump on first impressions ride. I've got to tell you, as soon as you pull that accelerator, the bike is waiting to go. It's so eager to get going. The pegs are a little bit high for me, for my liking. I will say that straight away. Oh God. And the pillion seat, the lift towards the pillion seat is pushing me further forward than I would like for my tall height, I would say. I'm going to go extremely carefully around this bend because it's not my bike and I can't afford to pay for it if I break it. So, but let's see, in road, she's plenty quick, as you would expect. Road mode at the moment. Let's stick cruise on. She has cruise control. We're cruising along. I want to go through the modes with you. So we're in road at the moment. We've got dynamic, race and road. I'm going to stick it in dynamic. can see, oh my god, yeah, this is a definite license loser, because you twist the throttle and it doesn't really feel like you're doing anything, but you are doing something, and it's insanely quick. So yeah, with the screen in its lowest position, I'm getting the wind to my neck, I would say, really. This wind is very strong out here, and I do feel a little bit of a judder in the bike, and I'm getting vibration through into the handlebars. Now, I've watched a few reviews on this bike already, and they have said that you can't get hard luggage for this bike, only soft luggage. So it's not really a bike that you're going to go far on, and that seems ridiculous to say when it's upwards of 22,000, and with the M pack, the race pack, it's 28k. But yeah, I mean, it's fairly comfortable. It's not as comfortable as the GS, and funnily enough, my bike's in for a service today, and I'm going to be out on the GS. Let's let this lorry put out, shall we? I'm going to be out on the GS as a loan bike later, so this is going to be a good comparison, but I can tell you straight away the GS is much more comfortable. The 1300, that is, the new one. And the 1250 GS, the older version of the GS, that is even more comfortable. You know, so comfort-wise, the new GS is not a step forward, but in all other areas I think it is. But anyway, back to the bike we are sitting on. Motorway riding is not going to be a problem, guys, but what I will say is that I'm getting that vibration through to the pegs and through to the handlebars. The positioning, there's not too much room here on the saddle for me, on the seat. I'm pretty much stuck in one position because of the passenger seat, the pillion seats. On this bike we have got charging capabilities. Here in the front there's a DIN socket, and apparently there's a USB underneath the seat. The screen is, you know, as you would expect for all BMWs really. I'll just scroll through it for you, but you've got navigation, you've got a media, you've got telephone, you've got the sports screen, you've got the My Vehicle section, where it'll tell you bits and pieces about the bike. And of course you've got all of the bits and bobs up top. Scroll through. I would say my favourite thing about this bike so far is the quick shifter. I mean, it's race. It's absolutely. It's like flipping a switch. I don't know if any of you own light switches at home. That's what this is like. If you were to get your toe up on the wall and to turn the light switch off and on manually with your toe, that's exactly what this feels like with the quick shifter on this bike. Real simplicity and ease of use. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's lovely. On the boxer engines, definitely sort of, you know, first or second, it's a bit of a lurch, you know. Once you get going, it's okay. But this is, I would say, probably the best quick shifter I've ever used. So there, I've said it. So we're sticking back on cruise. Let's put this up. See now, I don't know if you can hear that, but the wind noise in the helmet is more with that up. If I put it down, less noise. So yeah, that's going to put the wind right into your face. I don't understand why they designed a bike like that. I mean, seriously, it's a lot of money for the bike. Why can't these bike manufacturers put more thought into the screen that goes standard on the bike? Because that is absolutely useless. You're going to have to get an aftermarket screen. You know, if you want to do any kind of miles on this bike and you're paying all this money and it's already got a screen, you're going to want it to give you better wind coverage. If it's a naked bike, that's fine, but if there's a screen, come on, let's make it a bit more, you know, usable, a bit more ergonomic. The brakes, by the way, I mean, they stop a train. I mean, they are amazing. The brakes are absolutely insane. It just ups the front brake and it's like, I'm going. Did I mention this bike has keyless ride? Keyless ride? It's very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm bored of the A12. Come on, let's get off. This is really boring. It's not news, is it? Any big bike can ride along the motorway. Yes, Philip, we know. What's this bike like to handle around roundabouts? That's what you guys want to know, don't you? Let's go find out. As we come up to the lights, the quick shifter is my favourite friend. I love it, I love it, I love it. Back brake is pretty good. Front brake's absolutely awesome. You don't really even need to put any pressure on that. Literally just touch the brake. And it's stopping you. Absolutely stopping you. It's lovely round here. It's lovely round these parts. It's wild. Just like anything with a bend in it, really. The mirrors are good. They do their job. The bike feels stable when going around corners. Okay. This bike will go left and right. That's good to know. We have heated grips. We have not a heated seat though, no heated seat. So again, it's not really a bike that's geared up or thought about for touring. You know, because you haven't got that. I don't know if it's an option. I'll let you know if it's an option. Did you hear that? That was awesome. That's epic. Yeah, the bike might be quick. It might be quick. Can't see in front of me, so I'm going to get out of the way that van. They should make vans like, you know, see-through, shouldn't they? For motorcyclists. So, anyway, here we are in the 40. And this bike is absolutely perfect, no problems at all. Beautiful package. I love the colour of the bike and the look of the bike. And I've got to say, I wasn't a fan of the old M1000. I don't really think. I didn't really like it. And I will say the seat is much more comfortable, because when I got on the old one, immediately I just felt uncomfortable. This is plusher, so it is. We'll see how comfortable it is for about, you know, what amount of time we have. I am. Going to be out on this for an hour. I must have the bike back in now. I can't promise I'm going to bring it back in now. BMW. Spoiler alert. I might be a little bit longer. But anyway, that's what they said. They've got my bike. They know I'm coming back. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, it's lovely. Works beautifully in the 40s. Now we're going to go to town, into town. Must not be a hooligan. This is, I mean, look, if you're used to sports bikes, I don't really ride sports bikes ever, but this is brilliant because it's a sports bike with the comfort of a more upright riding position, and that's going to appeal to a lot of riders. You know, I'm 6'3", and sports bikes, they just look like a torture device to me. You know, I spent 10 minutes on one of them and I'm like, I need to go see the physio. But this is actually making a sports experience more than bearable. It's making it comfortable, and you've got all the trimmings of a sports bike along with the capabilities and comfort of an upright bike. Like I said, they've not made it too tourable, which is a shame. But I suppose they'd have to change the look of the bike if they want to do all that. Maybe they don't want to do that. Now, careful down here, guys. There is a speed camera. I'm stuck at 29 miles an hour. I'm not going any faster. Okay. So in town riding, you're going to be fine. I mean, you know, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the motorway, you'll be fine. Here, you'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, I've been on the bike for now, what, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes? I'm getting used to the comfort. Your legs do feel quite wide apart with this tank, because it is quite wide. Handy cubby hole, I like that, but you're only going to get your key in there, and I don't know, maybe a snack bar or something, not much else. Not much else is going in there. So rucksack is definitely needed. First, fill it to the front. I get there first. Yes, I do. Listen, ready? Oh wow. I mean, I love that. How quick can we get to 30? Pretty quick. Pretty quick, guys. Nothing to keeping up with you on this bike, by the way. If you really want to go quick, yeah, no one's got a prayer of getting anywhere near you. No way. No way, no way. And up and up. It's exactly what you'd expect, really. It feels quite thin, and I'm used to riding boxer engines, which they have a certain kind of balance to them, and this does feel a little bit wobbly. Not that that's a problem, it's just a different style of bike. It's completely stable, there's no problem, but it is just different because the centre of gravity on the boxers is much lower, which promotes a kind of, you know, a stabler ride, essentially, that's all. But there's nothing wrong with this. I'm clutching for some reason. I don't know why I'm clutching, because the quick shifter can be used in any speed, any gear. It's just like, you know, it's easy. And this brake is bloody awesome. I mean, look, I don't know if you can see the bike diving. It's ridiculous. I'm in third gear. I better not be in third gear. What gear am I in? Guess I'm in neutral. Oops. Second gear? Yeah, second gear. Pull away's not a problem. You have to just feather the clutch a little bit. We feather the clutch. Pull away nicely. Yeah, so in town riding, guys. It's lovely. It's beautiful. And, oh God, you know, I mean, you would tour on this bike, but you just have to, you know, you'd have to use a tank bag, you'd have to get the soft cases. I mean, aftermarket stuff is probably going to be available as well, quite shortly, I would imagine. So, yeah, you know, you couldn't not tour on a bike like this, but you wouldn't do it two up. You couldn't take a pillion and go around Europe, because there really isn't enough for that. It's just epic. Epic, epic, epic. Oh, wow. What the, what? I mean, seriously? Really? What an idiot. But, you know, you can clearly see I'm here. And yet, he does that. Oh, yeah. Oh, do you know what? Through that tunnel's going to be awesome. Yes! I've never been so excited to go through a tunnel before in all my life. As we meander round. As we just slowly go round and round and round. I was going to come into Writtle Green via... Please look, thank you, good girl. Via the country lanes, but I'll go back via the country lanes. Okay. Now, this is possibly going to be the best bike ever to go through a tunnel on, because the exhaust sounds amazing and the bike just sounds amazing. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, off you can go, it's alright. We have hill hold on this, which is great. I like hill hold, that's awesome. Oh my God, I've stalled it. If you're in second gear and you don't notice you're in second gear, you could stall it. Okay, ready? This is going to upset some people. Okay, I wonder how this is going to pick up on the mic. Oh, that was lovely. Very nice. We've done the A12, we've done the road into town. We'll do the Twisties a bit later, but right now I'm going to pop over to Writtle Green and we'll do the bike walk around. So I'll see you in just a couple of minutes over there. Okay everybody, so once again welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Today I'm here again with Revving Green. Lovely Revving Green, and our guest today is the M1000XR. Now this bike is £22,580 brand new, but this also has the M pack, which is another £5 on top. So we're touching £28,000 for a motorbike, which is crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. But you look at it and you're not going to see anything else like it out there. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking bike. Just to quickly run you through the specs that I have. So this is a 999cc 4-cylinder, 4-stroke inline engine, 201 brake horsepower, 113 Newton meters of torque, a top speed of about 170 miles an hour. We've got 320mm twin front discs, which you can see there, and I can tell you they are awesome, amazing stopping power with hardly any pressure on the brake at all. They stop you. 220mm rear disc just over here, and that one is branded as BMW. The seat height on this is 850mm, but you can get a low and high option. The low's 820 and the high I'm not quite sure, but you can see that on the BMW website. The tank is 20 litres with a 4 litre reserve, and the bike weighs 223 kilograms. Standard equipment, riding modes are Pro, Rain, Road, Dynamic, Race, Race Pro. We have a pit lane limiter, launch control, dynamic traction control, wheelie control, side control, DBC brake control, Shift Assist Pro, which that's brilliant. The quick shifter on this bike is like pushing a button. It's beautiful, so easy. We have a TFT screen with M startup animation. We'll go through the screen very briefly in a minute. Headlight Pro with adaptive headlight, dynamic damping control, M battery, M forged wheels, M titanium rear silencer, M brake, BMW Motorrad ABS Pro, as I've already said, I think. Sport windscreen. The windscreen's not great, I've got to be honest, and that's one of my complaints about the bike. Adjustable steering dampener, M seat, M brake clutch lever, keyless ride, tyre pressure, control, heated grips, cruise control, and USB charging interface. As I said, the optional pack, the M option competition pack, is about £5,100, and that offers a load of other bits and pieces as well. And you can get sat-nav preparation and luggage options for this bike as well. So, those are the facts as I have written down. Let's just walk around the bike and give you a bit more of a view of the machine. Now, I will say that the pegs are awesome. I mean, all of the parts on this machine are absolutely premium. So you've got lovely pegs. You know, the paintwork is beautiful. As we come up to the front of the bike, we've got the levers here, which have got adjustability by twiddling that. It's quite stiff actually, but yeah, you can twiddle that and maneuver that around. The front of the bike, I mean, look, I didn't like the version before this, but to be honest, I mean, I really like what they've done with this. It's really nice. That radiator here is absolutely huge. You've got these wings, and apparently at a certain speed they make about 13 kilograms of downforce on the bike. Okay, so they do something, but you have to be going pretty rapid for them to be doing something for you. So essentially on a racetrack, again, lovely pegs, really nice pegs. There's the mechanism there for the quick shifter. The rear pegs for the passenger. There's a nice rubber feel to that. They're really nice. Apparently it's got the strengthened chain The wheels are carbon wheels, very light wheels, and again, it's all got that M colour package all around it, the leathering. Got a tyre hugger at the back, carbon piece there on the Akrapovic exhaust, and there's the rear disc again at the back. So it's a really beautiful machine to look at. The sound of the bike, guys, when you're at the lights and you just twist the throttle in neutral or with your hand on the clutch, it's brilliant. And we'll do that in a sec, actually. We'll see what the bike sounds like as well. In fact, let's do that now, because that's probably one of my favourite parts about the bike. So, into the screen. So when the screen comes on, we have the Motorrad, the M, and then we have the familiar screen, okay? Now, the switchgear is the same as all other BMWs. You've got your cruise, you've got your hazards, you've got your menu button, DTC, you've got our indicator button, we've got the horn. What's the horn sound like, everybody? It's pony. I mean, that's awful, but that's the same on all bikes. You know, that's just the way it is. When we push up on the menu, we scroll this information up here. Lots of bits and pieces, your average speed, the tyre pressure, how many miles you've done, your fuel, all the bits and bobs, and that's amendable as usual in the options. As we come down, we push down on the menu button and we get to my vehicle, the sports screen, navigation, music, telephone, settings, assist, damping. Okay, so damping's dynamic at the moment. Got race as well on that, and what's other options? Race Pro, road. We'll put it on. I'll select road. Yeah, we'll do road damping. Make it a bit softer. Oh, come out settings already. Vehicle settings. So on this machine, you've got riding mode pre-selection, rain, road dynamic. Yeah, all the race bits and pieces as well. RDC, which is your tyre pressure, lights, auto daytime running lights on. There we go, I've selected that, good. So I want the daytime running lights on. Come out again of the settings. HS Pro, that's the hill start. Lap timer, shift light. Yeah, let's chuck the shift light on, shall we? You can configure that to whatever speed you want it to be on. I'm never going to get there. 7,000 RPM. Yeah. Pit lane limiter. Look at that. Awesome. I'm never going to use that. System settings. Date, time, units, language. Connections. That's your connectivity to your wireless helmet. All the rest of it, I've not set that up. Display. Brightness. So all of these bits and pieces here and now, as per what you would expect for the bike. Okay, so that's the screen. So I'm going to start her up for you now. So we push the button. When she's cold, she revs quite high initially. It's just but you can hear it sounds awesome. Okay, so switch the bike off, Phil, because I don't want to flatten the battery. Guaranteed the battery life isn't great. So what else? We have a charging point here. Okay, obviously we have keyless ride, that's keyless, which is lovely. We have heated grips. We have several riding modes, as I've shown you. We've got the beautiful, beautiful levers, which are very, very nice indeed. You've got this carbon fibre all over the place. Now, the screen, as I said, when I was riding along, the screen, I keep it in the lowest position because that's the most comfortable. It does go up, but if you're a taller rider, it's really annoying because it puts it right in your face and it makes it a noisier ride. So that's that. We have the bar end mirrors. They aesthetically look nice. They don't move or shake, and the vision out of them is very good. So both sides, big thumbs up from me on that. The seat is plush. Okay, it's a very comfortable seat, very nice indeed. The only thing I would say is that this is very high. So you've got very little movement in the seat. So once you're in, but I did get used to that after about 20 or 30 minutes. So that was very nice indeed. So
yeah, I mean, guys, this is a top-end bike. It's absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful machine. Beautifully put together. All of the parts are premium. And I absolutely love the bike. I mean, I can't say anything else, really. Oh, look at that. Looks like the seat. The seat opens from the back there. The key goes there. Okay, we put that there. And then it's all good. You're not going to get much else in there. That is the problem. Okay, we have a thing to twist here. Look. The preload adjustment, I don't really know what this does. I'm just going to turn it and see. Can you see any change? Maybe. It's moving it slightly. Moving it slightly. So you've got the manual adjustment there. But overall, guys, just an absolutely awesome looking bike. An amazing bike to ride. Quick, comfortable. You can filter. Obviously on the fast roads in town, it's going to be absolutely awesome. And on the Twisties, it's going to be great. And that's what we're going to do in a sec. We're going to get back out there and ride the bike along some country lanes. I'm a bit limited on time today, so it is a very limited review. So apologies if I've missed anything obvious. I will leave links to other professional reviews and obviously to the website so you can see all the specs. But for now, guys, I just want to say a huge thank you for everyone to viewing. A big thank you to BMW in Whittam for allowing me out on this bike today. Yeah, I'm just going to get back on the bike now and ride it some more and go and enjoy the ride.
Not heard it start up yet, because I already had it running, I think, when I was recording before. So we've done the bike walk around, we pushed a button, and on comes the bike, as you can see. The side stand is really, really light. Must be carbon. Super light. There's the M thingamajiggy. There's the start up of the bike. It's lovely. There's the clunk into first gear. I'm just going to quickly go back the way I came. Oliver! I've got to tell you guys, it's a very, very nice riding experience. Beautiful, it is absolutely beautiful. So, we are 20 degrees here in the UK. But it does look like it's going to rain, you know. It's going to rain. But we are now going to make our way back to BMW in Whittam. So what can I tell you in the short time I've been with this bike? Well, I very, very, very much like this bike. I love this bike. We're going to wait here because there's a car in front and there's a horse box. So we'll stay away from the horse box because this is a loud motorbike and that's going to disturb the horse. But yeah, the colour scheme, the tank, the riding position, the mirrors, you know, the screen, the TFT screen, the switch gear, it's all really good. Not much has changed with regards to the switch gear, but the engine on this bike, and you know, the way it rides, the ease, because it's a sports bike, it is really, you know, unusual to find a sports bike that's got comfort and accessible power. It's just awesome, really, really awesome. So anyway, I love it. It's very, very easy to ride. I mean, at low speeds there, turning corners, it will stop, poise, balance. It's an easy bike to ride. And of course, the quick shift, I mean, I just changed his gear there. I just changed gear there. And it's just so easy. That's very relaxing, you know, not having to clutch. I know the intention is for it to be on a racetrack, but here out on the road, where most people will be riding their motorbikes, it's a really good feature. It's very, very comfortable, and it's enabling you to stay focused on what you're doing. You don't want to be thinking about changing gears, you know. You want to be focused on what you're going, because, you know, riding a bike is dangerous. There's no two ways about it. So the more focus you have on just, you know, forward momentum and your positioning and your speed and all the rest of it, the safer you're going to be. So this is a bike that keeps you safer. You know, really great brakes, the gears that change with the click of a foot without any thought really. Go on your squeeze, look at that white van agility. yeah, it's brilliant. Really, really brilliant. I mean, yes, it's an extremely expensive bike. I think the models of the Ducatis that are kind of, you would say, in competition with this bike, they are slightly more expensive, and I dread to think what the insurance and the running costs would be, but you know, if you're buying this bike, you are not worrying about insurance and running costs, let's be honest. Thank you. So, as we exit Writtle, we're going to go down some lanes now. This road's just been relaid, and it's bedded down, and the white lines are in, and I think you're going to enjoy this. So let's go and have a look, shall we? Now, with the suspension now changed to road, I can notice the difference. It's such a quick bike, but it's controlled even so. I mean, it sounds crazy to say it, but yeah, I mean, you're going to have fun on this, guys. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's change it to race and see what it's like, shall we? Warning, ABS setting. Okay. You hear the crackle of the exhaust just then. What a beautiful bike. I don't know if you can hear that, but the exhaust sounds like it's crackling. Third gear. Beautiful. Just a bit of vision. Oh my god! Wowee, guys. But it's still comfortable. I mean, it's still, you know, it's not hurting me. I love it. Tap down, tap down, tap down. The engine braking could be better, but I'm used to the boxer engine braking, so it doesn't pull you back so much, but look at these curves. I mean, come on. This bike was made for these curves. Touch that brake, it really makes you feel that you're safe and secure. And the noise of the engine, it just sounds so beautiful. Such a beautiful sound. I absolutely love it, guys. I guarantee you will love it too. It's just whether you can afford one. That's the problem. Past. Of course I am. Of course I'm going past. You can just tap down on that quick shifter. No need to touch the clutch at all once you've got forward motion on this bike. That's the end of that lane, but it's not the end of all the lanes for the day. We've got a few more, guys. Let's just squeeze past this tractor if we can. As I say, low speeds, foot down. It's a very tall bike, so that's one thing I do want to say. I didn't say it on the bike walk around actually, but getting on the bike is a struggle for me, and I'm 6'3", so this is, although there's a low seat version, I wonder how smaller people will manage to get on. I'm going to go round because I don't want to wait all day. Seriously, we're going now. Which means I'm going now. There's a car coming. Here we go. Oh, you're going in there. Okie dokie. The pegs are very comfortable, although they're metal. They've got that rubber on top of them, which does make them very nice. And thank you. Yeah, very nice and comfy. And like I said, the damping is in road mode. Now where I've mucked about with the preload, I really don't know what setting that's on, but it does feel quite stiff now. But let's see. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, it's just a great bike, guys. As quick as you'll ever need. But still, I still feel it's quite controlled. I mean, maybe I'm an old man and, you know, I don't go crazy, but it still feels like there's a certain level of control there. I'm in race mode. And yeah, that does make the exhaust cackle. More than anything, I mean, the noise coming out of this bike is just beautiful. One of the nicest sounding bikes I've ever ridden. I love the Triumphs. They always manage to sound brilliant. But this, if I leave it in seconds for a minute and just push it, I mean, it's just, you know, I'm not going fast, but it sounds like you're going fast. Look, listen. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Sorry, I'm probably intimidating the car drivers in front of me. Sorry, car driver. Just gonna stop for a second because I want to do this without cars in front of me, ideally. Let's count to 10. Just listen to this. Oh, there goes the dog. The dog didn't like that, Phil. Never mind. There's a level of control here. You're going fast, but you feel so secure. The brakes are excellent. The down swift shifting is effortless because of the way the quick shifter works, and you've just got no worries at all here. It's a bloody brilliant motorbike. Yes. Oh God. I want one. Oh my goodness. Made in Scallywwood. Yeah, it's just brilliant. Really good. You know, you're going quick, but it's so pinned to the ground. As you slalom left and right, you feel nothing but connected to the road. And overtaking them, you know, it's just effortless. I'll just see a little gap here if there's nothing there. It's a shame, but yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. An amazing bit of kit. We're coming to the end of the country lanes now, I'm afraid, guys. I'm going to get back on the A12 and get it back to BMW because I'm well over my hour. And they're probably sweating, hoping that I haven't drifted it into a brick wall, which I would never do. I'm not that kind of rider. But anyway, I've loved it. It's amazing, and I definitely want one, but unfortunately, unless one of you lovely people out there buy me one, I'm just going to have to want. But that's an important part of life, you know. It's good to want. Can I flat foot on this bike? Yes, I can, quite easily, but it's just the narrowness of the bike, or the height of the bike when you're getting on. I mean, look, when I turn left there, turn right there, should I say, it's very easy. So it's so flickable and agile. You know, you stick it in one direction, it just goes there. There's no kind of questions as to whether the bike's going to do as you tell it to do. It's going to do what you tell it to do. Try and get some corners a bit quicker. Yeah, it just sticks. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This bike is just, yeah, it's out of this world. The fun's over, guys. I have to go now. I have to take it back to BMW. So I just want to say huge thanks to everyone who has watched this video. So those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much indeed. This has been an amazing ride for me. I've really enjoyed it. And I'm quite sad to be going back. But I have to. So, until next time guys, please do ride safe. From me and the M1000XR, it's goodbye for now!